You will be drowned away. You will be kidnapped and drowned in some septic tank. Bolaba drone duka. Whenever you see a drone, run. You won't get a job. No employer would want to associate with you. Your peace is too satirical. Wesigachi. Gwani. Where do you get the guts from? Who are you? If they don't kill you, then they will buy you off. Watch your back. Careful. Switch off your phone and shift. Change your line. I admire your courage, but this is too dangerous. Such is some of the feedback I've been receiving to the poem I wrote on October 3rd, 2021 and shared on my social media platforms under the title, I Want to Be Museveni's Side Chick. On 8th October 2021, I got a call from the Deputy Director General of ISO, Lieutenant Colonel Emi Katabazi. He wanted to have a chat with me about the poem. Together with my friend, we met him on October 9th, 2021 and had a lengthy conversation. Contrary to the fears, I wasn't drowned or arbitrarily arrested. While I was happy that I was not tortured for my writing, like was done to Kakwenza, Rukirabashaija, and Stella Nyanzi, this got me wondering whether this is a change of heart or just a change of strategy. I appreciate the dialogical approach and civility he used and wished they used the same on other opponents, and by the same spirit freed political prisoners. I wish more attention would be put on fixing the concerns raised rather than individually sorting the messengers. On the need for leadership change in Uganda, we agreed to disagree. I also asserted to him that the risks notwithstanding, I won't stop writing. I won't get compromised into silence. In fact, after this meeting, I felt more determined to continuing writing and sharing my thoughts because I learned that the powers that be watching the space. I owe this to my country and to generations to come. We should always be able to engage and differ without violence. We can always have alternative views without fear of being kidnapped. We can always write without fear of censorship. We can always treat the real disease instead of busying with fleeting symptoms. We can always turn down offers without having to worry about blackmail and labeling. We recently celebrated 59 years of independence. I am convinced that we can do better than we are now if independence is to have real meaning beyond commemorating an event. In case you missed the said poem, it read, I want to be Museveni's side chick so that during those cozy moments, I tell him that the thought of schools still closed turns me off. I want to let him touch me slow, and then when he's charged for action, I tell him that the education crisis dried my feelings. I can't even fake anymore. I want to promise to do him all he wants as long as schools are reopened. I want to be Museveni's side chick so that when he asks me what car I need, I ask for an ambulance instead and give it away to one of the hospitals. I want to start using the money he gives me as a sugar daddy to do give back activities to the community. I want to know how to make reusable pads. I could get enough capital to make this social enterprise grow and to benefit many a girl child out there. I want to be Museveni's side chick so that when we go for a weekend getaway to graze cows, I sweet talk him into having all the political prisoners released. I want to remind him that those young men who were unjustly arrested have families to whom they are so dear, just like the way his cows are dear to him. I want to be Museveni's side chick so that when he buys me unlimited data bundle, I thank him and then request him to have the 12% tax on data removed. The world is advancing in science and technology. We need to advance with it, Daddy. I want to be Museveni's side chick. I want to kiss his ears gently, squeeze his nipples, and whisper to him that that boy on Twitter keeps embarrassing the family every time he gets into keyboard exchanges. Daddy, maybe you should reconsider opening bars too. I want to be Museveni's side chick so that after reading a poem for him, I tell him that censorship, arrest, torture, and imprisonment of writers is inhumane, cowardly act, and violation of rights. You may imprison the people, but you can't imprison the spirit of writing. I want to tell him to take the writings as a challenge to make improvements for the betterment of the nation. I want to be Museveni's side chick so that when I shower him with praises as the sexiest daddy, when he agrees to have a peaceful transition of power. We need to go somewhere in the mountains and spend quality time as someone else able takes over the presidency. There are many men and women with a vision. You ain't the only one with a vision. Sweetie, give the Bazukulu a chance to build the nation. Let us go plant trees, restore Bugema Forest, and save those wetlands and other endangered natural resources. I want to be Museveni's side chick so that I tell him what I can't put here in writing. I am unarmed, armless, sexy, energetic, charismatic, patriotic, and ready to read for him in retirement. Whoever can reach him, give him this proposal of a side chick in waiting. Yours in struggle, Ashana. The writer is a human rights activist. Disclaimer, I did not write this poem. In fact, if you want to read it, you can go and read it on The Observer. And I only know one name of the writer, that's Ashana. So credit to her, credit to The Observer. I'm not very good at reading poems. But like she said, whenever you can reach him, give him this proposal of a side chick in waiting. I won't translate this today. It's a very direct and clear message with quite understandable English. I don't own the piece, but I just thought that I can add a push and a voice so that everyone can get to hear this powerful poem. Oh, and I'm a straight guy, Mbagala nnyo. Peace.